You are welcome to this channel. Don't forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe. In the news, the first money I gave him was about $85,000. Then he brought two friends, and I did the same. Who said this? The Senate President, Godswill Akpabio. In a recent video that was shared by Viable TV, the President of the Nigerian Senate, the person of Godswill Akpabio, shared an inspiring story about a young man whose life changed after an unexpected in-flight encounter during his tenure as a governor. According to Akpabio, the young man who had been working as a flight attendant approached him mid-air and expressed his dream of studying aviation in the United States but lacked financial means to pursue it. Moved by the young man's courage, ambition, Akpabio decided to support him. The first money I gave him was about $85,000. Then he brought two of his friends, and I did the same for them. Their lives changed. Akpabio recounted. The Senate president added that he only recently came across a video of the young man, now prosperous and successful, recounting the same story. During an interview, he humorously remarked that he would like to see the man again, not to reclaim the money, but to remind him to extend the same kindness to others. Akpabio's revelation has since sparked conversations online, with many commending the gesture as a demonstration of how leadership and compassion can transform lives beyond political office. Well, that's a good gesture, and Nigerians will surely react when they see it. Of course, in this regard, the Senate president, who happens to be a politician and a former governor of Akwa Ibom State, yes, is a man with a lot of affluence and influence. And since he has the opportunity, of course, and the opportunity also presented itself for the young man, he was able to listen to his inner voice and do the needful by lifting the young man with the purpose and the ambition he has out of the doldrum, and today, according to him, he's a prosperous man. And these are some of the things we expect even from leadership. As far as Nigeria is concerned, our leaders are supposed to take all the means within their power, use it to move the people out of the quagmire of lack and want and poverty, and all sort of squalor that they may find themselves in. Of course, that young man will never forget a gospel Akpabio in his life, even the so-called colleagues too that he brought. As much as they are also successful, they won't for one day forget governor or former governor of Akwa Ibom, so the person of Godswill Akpabio. And I also like the fact that he said he would love to meet the man again, not for the purpose of reclaiming the money, even though if the man is able, and more than able to even refund the money, his post aim and purpose is to make sure that the man on his own continue to circulate the kindness. He shouldn't even let the kindness end with him. Of course, Akpabio, as it were, has kick-started the kindness, and then the expectation of Akpabio now is that the young man should continue the kindness, which is very, very good. And let's look at it. If everyone around decide to keep showing kindness in this manner, before we say anything, a lot of Nigerians will have been springboard even into a convenient level of a life, and also draw other people too. But if they decided to halt the gesture by not rolling the kindness to another person, who in turn will also keep rolling it to others, there is going to be a lot of problem, because many will remain in problem, in poverty, many will remain in squalor, many will remain at the same position. Even looking at some of the statistics given by international organizations now, that about 133 million Nigerians are in poverty. There is need for the leadership of this country to continue to work on that figure, Whether the figure is correct or not, but it was said that we are technically, poor nation. About 133 are already million of Nigeria. That's almost more than the half of the country are already below, poverty line. And what is it that the leadership of the country need to do? It is a challenge for me than being a shame if they want to take up even the responsibility in reality, such that they do the needful. They also make sure that Nigerians feel them in terms of delivery. As far as dividends of democracy, governance, good governance is concerned, and also making sure that they use their good office to give opportunities like this kind of opportunities to Nigerians. Yes, they have too many areas and ways in which they can dole it out. The area of scholarship is there. Of course, the issue of NEL fund that was initiated by the presidency is a welcome development, that students can be given loans even to go to school for their education, and then probably later they come back and refund the money. Be it as it may, whether the government recoup the money or not is a discussion for another day. But that these lives will be touched today is very, very important. If we backtrack to the days of Chief Obafemi Awolowo, when he came up with free education in southwestern part of the country, today every big man in quotes now will always point at that gesture, that thank God for Awolowo, I wouldn't have been educated. And in the process of getting free education, you also get scholarship to go and study abroad if you are the brighter type, and they realize that there is more prospect in you. And up till now, many of the professors we are seeing in Nigeria today, they are all product of that particular, free education. Many, many all over the country. So there's nothing wrong if the current leadership of this country, in whatever level, whatever the party, decide to have a singular goal of drawing Nigerians out of this perpetual abject poverty, giving the people the dividends of democracy, making life easy and convenient for them, and trying to make sure that in the next few years we will have closed the gap between the rich and the poor. The middle class will have returned. Even the lower class won't have been low, as it were. At least they will have been out of poverty, which is the real thing. And also a level playing ground opportunity given to all Nigerians, so that the best can come out. They shouldn't leave us in this survival thing that Nigerians are, such that are only looking for food and then visions are killed. These are very, very important. So a word is enough for the wise. I think Nigerian leaders should take this and run and think twice. Thank you very much. Don't forget to like, make sure you subscribe, give us your thumbs up, and please share. Thank you.